It was 1082. The Seljuk Muslims, after their gigantic and rapid expansion in Asia Minor, would have conquered Jerusalem, and a certain Byzantine emperor took this opportunity to get help.
Damn it! So those filthy pagans took over the Holy Land. Well, the Byzantine army can't do much against them. They outnumber us. And I don't want to know humiliation like in Massacre.
The emperor fought for a few hours after receiving the news. The only thing that came to his mind was to request military support from the papacy and constantly the West. He debated whether they would accept because of the grudge they had for the separation of Catholics in the West and Orthodox in the East, but it was the only solution he could think of. So he sent a letter to Pope Urban II, who was very receptive.
Once the Pope received the letter, he decided to convene a council between bishops and other church authorities, who in turn took the nobles of their localities with them.
Have received this letter from the Emperor Comnenus of Byzantine Empire. In it, he tells how Turks destroyed locations important to him, and other irrelevant stuff. But what interests us is they have taken over Jerusalem, and he asks us for military support. What do you think?
I think we should go help. After all, in Jerusalem is the place of the Holy Scripture.
But in the East, there are only Catholics. Let's see how things go, and if we get very bad, will we have to intervene?
Okay, I am willing to contribute, but exactly how much do you need? Remember that military campaigns are not exactly cheap.
Okay, I understand your positions, but see it in this way. If we recover Jerusalem in a certain way, we will have a motive for more people to join the grid, wherever they are common people or even noble knights. And also remember, those both.
On November 27, 1095, Urban II officially declared war on the Muslims who controlled the Holy Land. A considerable number of troops were recruited because the Church declared that whoever went to Jerusalem, not because of the riches that this could bring, but to liberate the Holy Land out of mercy, would be forgiven of all their sins, thus giving rise to the First Crusade, also called the Crusade of the Princes. This crusade was attended by mostly French crusades led by their lords and masters.
The four main armies set up for Constantinople and met on the city walls, and the emperor gave the order not to attack when they saw the crusaders to avoid violent inconveniences.
To all the gods, troops, and others, I inform you that an army of warriors with white armor and a red crosscoat on their chests will arrive at the city. They will help us to recover Jerusalem and save our city, so I ask you not to attack them.
Thus, the Count of Bermando, Hugo de Bermando, who arrived first, followed by Godfrey, Raymond, and Bohemond, initiated the meeting between the four and the emperor.
Sir, why and what brought us here?
I brought you here to swear allegiance to my empire and promise to regain Jerusalem along with the lost territories.
All swore to it, except one, who only promised not to harm the empire.
Around 1189, Jerusalem and some Crusader states fell to military power of Sultan of Egypt and Syria, Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub, who was a devout Muslim determined to end the Christianity promote the start of the Third Crusade.
It was too easy for Salah ad-Din to conquer the whole land, because things were not going very well there. After the death of the king, they had to appoint Guide of the Louis Signon as ruler. The problem came when they found out about the Sultan.
Well, regarding that Muslim, what was his name?
I think Saladin, sir.
Right. What do you think we should do about it?
I say we should denounce him. It doesn't make much sense to attack him when he hasn't done anything to us.
Okay, it's done. I think doing nothing will be the best idea we've ever had.
You're useless. We have to fix this as it should.
Ronaldo, along with some troops, decided to attack a caravan of Muslim origin, where by chance Salah ad-Din's sister was on board. This was illegal due to free trade pact, and if were not enough, he took everyone hostage. so Guy had to intervene.
Let's go now. Things will get very bad if someone notices.
You wouldn't understand this.
Rinaldo refused, and when Salah ad-Din got tired of waiting, he ordered an attack on a city in northern Palestine. So Christians had no choice but to do something about it.
Hey, about this attack, I think I made a little mistake. We should send troops to counter Salah ad-Din.
We outnumber them. Nothing can go wrong.
The first battle the Christians lost, and Guy and Reinaldo were captured in Saladin's tent.
Greetings, gentlemen. Guy, would you like some water?
The monarch accepted and drank it, but Rinaldo was a bit confused.
Hey, why does he have water?
According to my traditions, the guests that I offered food or water will be under my care and protection. But
The rude Rinaldo passed from hearing the explanation and snatched the chalice from the king to drink water, because he was thirsty. Let's say he lost his head for some water, not a metaphoric way. Salah ad-Din wanted to do that for so long time, because Rinaldo even installed a piracy system that targeted ships with pilgrims going to Mecca.
Around 2228, Frederick, the Emperor of the Germanic Empire, married the daughter of the Christian King of Jerusalem, and thanks to a certain series of events, they ended up making a pact with the Sultan of time to remain king of all Jerusalem, except for the Dome of Rock, which was extremely sacred to Islam in addition to a 10 years truce.
once those 10 years ended in 1244, with the fact that Frederick had to leave his post for a time to settle matters in Europe, added to the great Muslim military power, Jerusalem fell again to Islam.